you want to just start off? We'll start with Lady, giving us a real brief intro of how you got into crypto, when you got into crypto, and what you're doing with yourself these days. Because I know you run a very, very successful Discord.
Well, I do my best. So, kind of brief overview, I guess. So, I got into stocks kind of years and years ago, dabbled, kind of created like a little bit of an interest of, there's potential to make a little bit of money here, and then got introduced into crypto a few years later by one of my friends. And we basically swapped knowledge. So I taught him about nutrition and training, and he taught me about crypto. So and then ever since, I've just been absolutely like hooked. I dream about crypto. It's ridiculous. I might get some sleep one of these days, but then I started my Twitter last September. Not really expecting to see what I did. It just kind of went a little bit crazy. Everything is just kind of blown up super quick, and I'm still playing catch up. So I have the YouTube, the Discord, the Twitter, recently started the Instagram too. So yeah, chaos, but absolutely love it.
And that is crypto in a nutshell, isn't it?
Yep.
Chaos, but I love it. It's nice to know that you're having good dreams, though. I only have nightmares these days, I've got to tell you. My mum keeps chasing her rent money, and if you're watching, Mum, you're not getting it. So we'll shuffle on to Marta then, because you're in a very similar position, have done very, very well, grown a massive social following, and you've started a little bit of a saucy Discord yourself, eh?
Yeah, in short, you said it all. I'm on Twitter since 2008, and you'd think that this is how long I've been in crypto, and I wish. But truth be told, it's been over a year and a half at this point, and it started with the whole shorting of GME GameStop stock. So it was first totally like, away from crypto, but it was like the talks of that movie Short Squeeze and all, like, it's happening in real guys, and they tried to do the same thing with AMC. So I had a friend who basically messaged me to say, look, it was all during the lockdowns. It was pretty much like just to kill time and do something, because we weren't really allowed to do anything, whether it was app, like as it is in Ireland most of the time. She's from UK. So yeah, and then quickly from there, we bought few shares at the time, and I know I made money on it, but nothing crazy, because I think I invested only like $100 or something, which I thought anyway was crazy putting money in at all, like. And then she said, "Look, we're actually, something is happening. This is legit. Let's have a look at crypto." And yeah, I mean, it's been crazy since. I was making insane decisions back then. I have no idea, lads, how I survived all of this, and how I haven't gone bankrupt. Dodge, Sheep, all the kind of like Safe Moon, all of those. Yeah, count me in. I was in. But I got to meet a fantastic community of Veracity. They were the first people that I really connected with. So yeah, like that was really the core of me staying in the crypto space and venturing into different project spaces. Similar to Lady of Crypto, we actually did meet on Twitter. We were one of the first people that connected when she started her account, and ever since we know each other, we've been supporting each other. This is a very male-dominated space, but we said we're going to take over, and we're doing it hopefully successfully.
Hey, us sisters have to stick together, all right? Just
yeah.
That's absolutely quality. So I'm going to peel it back to, because I know you two are big on your TA, aren't you? You're big in getting these communities early with VRA. I know this one up here smashed the call with PYR really recently with old Vulcan Forged. I was eyeing her tweets. It was a project I've been looking at myself, and I've been a bag holder from very, very early. But while people like me were a little bit scared, sat in stables thinking, no, not for me, not for me. This one over here, was loading up bags at, what was it, $7, $8?
Yeah, I think it was $7. May have even dipped ever so slightly below, but I think my lowest was 7. I think you're right. Yeah. Well, you gave me a lot more credit than I'm due. Really, I'm more fundamental analysis. I do a little bit of TA and stuff like that, but the kind of the project behind I have to say it right. I always say pirates. It's actually Pia. You know, when you really believe in a project, then for me, it was kind of just like a no-brainer, really. The only time I would consider, you know, moving away from a project is when the fundamentals changed. And Pia just had so much kind of oncoming, and you know, they've got loads of stuff planned for the future as well. So it was just a no-brainer, really. And I think from that call, without bigging myself up too much, I think it was like 140% from where I called the $7. So, you know, is what it is. You know, if yeah.
So while we're all out here getting rugged and losing money left, right, and Chelsea, you're making a 2.4x just like that, yeah.
Well, it's not bad for a bear market, is it?
Yeah. Right. Anyway, moving on from LOC because we're done with her. What about you, Marta? What have you been eyeing up lately?
I'm probably a little bit behind in terms of getting into super early into projects, but I am getting in some of them. So I'm hoping it's going to be hopefully a story to tell in the future when, yeah, there's been several that I think have extremely superb fundamental, fundamentally, like the core of them are amazing, and I've been talking about a few already. So yeah, God knows, maybe I'll have my 100x or 300x. But I am more of a short-term trader. I do like my TA. Recently, I was actually just talking to a lady there a while ago. I was just telling her how I'm struggling currently to find time, and I'm so grateful for the market being the way it is, because I don't feel extremely guilty that I'm not sitting there and you know, charting and making money. That's not to say the money isn't there to be made, but yeah, my trades recently have been very, very scarce. So yeah, like, I mean, I've been doing a lot of research for my future, so I've been investing and looking at like something that could potentially in a few years time, you know, whatever, 2 months time, bring me nice returns. But let's bear with me, because when the market turns, we get some proper direction. Yeah, I'm definitely posting a lot more trades, and hopefully, you know, getting back to the saddle.
And you'll never be seeing the light of day.
Yeah. Keeping lads.
Would you say that you're more of a, do you play it safe with the L1 plays? Are you a mid cap, or are you a DGen S coiner like this guy himself?
No, I think, yeah, I'd be more of a bigger staker. I like my small caps. I suppose it's easier to trade the big caps, and where like there's a lot more volume. Yeah, you're, you know, RP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and if you want to, you know, like put your dip your toes into leverage there, like, you know, maybe because there are smaller moves and you can start there kind of getting the feel of it. Whereas I think the real money is made in alts, in like small caps. So
yeah, we get it. So if you've got Marta money, basically what she's trying to say is you need to aim for the big caps. If you've only got Ginger Boy money, get down there in the low caps, buddy, where you belong. And what's your thoughts, LOC, on the direction of the market at the minute? How are you feeling about everything that's going on?
Well,
I don't want to hear any sighs. Please try and keep it positive, all right?
I think maybe in the short term we will see a further dip from Bitcoin. We hit the, I'm just having a look at my charts now so I can give you a better answer, really. So
do you want to pop them on the screen? Does that work?
Yeah, I can share my screen. Bear with me one sec.
Fantastic. What are you drinking anyway, Marta, in the interim?
Hey, we're in this head-wrecking chop that's been driving everybody demented for so long that I don't have an opinion until we get out of this. And we could be easily moon mission in a week's time or month's time, or we could be scraping the bottom of $20,000 as well. I have no idea. I think globally we're in such a weird, so many things have happened that are so hard to predict that I have no idea. I was laughing, lads. I'm expecting alien invasion next. So whatever happens to Bitcoin, then I couldn't care less.
Yeah, so Bitcoin will be the intergalactic reserve currency, is what Marta's telling us there, guys. So this may well be the perfect time to buy non-financial advice. Oh, look at this! This is a proper bit of work.
Don't make me blush. So yeah, I mean, we've kind of had this downward trend now for a while. I think last month we did see a nice little relief rally here. We had all the kind of hopium come back in, people flooded back onto Twitter and they were like, yes, but we're going to 8K, we're going to 100K. Like, everyone gets super excited. Bitcoin is super cool because, it basically fills the air with hopium and just basically pops a bubble. Like, it's so volatile, but that's why crypto is so exciting. But generally speaking, I think what we will see, so we saw Bitcoin kind of hit the 38K support and it has started to make a move slightly back up. I think what we'll see is we will see a break back down through the 38 support. And I think it will be a case of maybe we will see levels kind of around the 34, 35K area, unfortunately. We may even see the lows that we saw in 2017. But again, this is purely just me guessing, because at the end of the day, nobody actually knows what's going to happen. We could wake up tomorrow and it could be at 80K, who knows? I mean, that's very optimistic, but yeah. So that's my thoughts, not financial advice, of course.
Never. Absolutely never. So basically what you're trying to tell me is my mum's not getting her rent money anytime soon.
We maybe break it to her lightly anyway.
God, fantastic. Well, that brings us on to the cardinal point of today's meeting, because you know me, I like to keep it short and sweet in all aspects of life. So yeah, bringing it on to the cardinal point. What are your thoughts on Project Europa? And I'm going to start. Well, we'll start with LOC.
Sorry, I was jumping in there.
I know. Hold your horses. Yeah. So you've jumped on. You've had a little play. So yeah, just thoughts, because I mean we've got astounding feedback for the artwork, etc., etc., etc. All positive. Not a single bit of negative feedback. Not one, which is just really quite remarkable. So yeah, if you could just give us your honest thoughts on what you think of the platform and what you think of the kind of DeFi space in general going forward into 2022.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, I can share my screen and show everybody my actual account if you guys like.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
I would like to preface this with LOC was actually versus Marta in our little fight night competition that we've got going on to see who can earn the most money. You can call it what you want. I'm on the same team as LOC. We're Team Red. Marta is Team Blue, and for some reason she didn't get access to her account some 10 days late. You could blame it on anyone. It could have been me not sending her the link. Personally, I don't like to believe so. I just think that the red team's got this in the bag.
We won't point fingers.
You can call it cheating. You can call it whatever you want. Winning's the only thing that matters, all right? So, Team Red, winners.
Team Red. Woo!
Yeah, we've got this. Okay, so just for those who haven't seen it, like, it's general kind of feedback. I love it. I think it's awesome. You said that you've not had any kind of, you've had loads of positive feedback about the artwork and stuff. And like, I'm really not surprised. Like, it's just great. The kind of format in the color scheme is very, very user friendly. And what I found previously with other node projects is it tends to be quite dry. It's very kind of serious. There's a lot to things. But with this, it's very fun. You have the fantastic artwork, and it's just really kind of easy to get your head around. So I have my orbit up here in the top left-hand corner. You have your different tiered collectors. And one thing that I really, really like about this project, and you don't see it in other passive income, node projects and things like that, is the auto compounding option. So I can basically like literally click this button and forget. I've been so busy these last few weeks, and it's like I can literally click this button and know when I'm able to, it will automatically do what I need to do. I don't need to do anything, which is just awesome. Like, it's just perfect. And again, the artwork, if you guys haven't had chance to check it out, who are watching, like, the artwork is just so cool. Like, you can see just on the webpage, like, there's so much cool stuff gone into this. And yeah, I just think it's great. I don't have a bad word to say about it, really. It was really, really fun to kind of play around with. And the NFT is pretty cool as well. I think you guys did a pretty good job there. Is that you? Is that you in that NFT, Chris? It looks a little bit like you there.
Do you know what that does? It's uncanny. It really is.
Fantastic.
I think in the right pair of heels. No, you're right. You bang on the money.
And kind of resembles you as well.
But yeah, it's I really like it. Yeah, it's great.
We appreciate the positive feedback, but to be fair, we do accept the negative feedback as well. I was only joshing because there's always room for improvement in there at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I think you guys have put together something that's great. So
my only real question there is, why have you still got Orbit in your account and you haven't got any cooldown active? Not trying to put you on the spot, but
I mean, you totally put me on the spot. Well, I've had a couple of days away recently, so I haven't been watching it as much as I should have. But thanks for calling me out, Chris. That's absolutely great.
What are friends for, eh? I would absolutely love to see Marta screen on her dashboard.
No, because lady out on her.
Because I think I saw 3 tier 2 collectors and 7 tier 1s on LOCs. So this might be a nice little tease, because we got a little quiz coming up to see who you think's doing better than the opposing team. So this might be a free point for some people, What's going on with you anyway, Graham? You've been very quiet over there, my buddy. I'm sure our beautiful community would love to hear your wonderful voice.
I mean, it's causing some feedback, isn't it? Like the echo and whatever. So I've wisely chosen to shut up before I get fired again.
Have you got any pending questions for our arguably A-list crypto celebrities?
Yeah, I mean, I guess something that I would like to know is, what do you think? I don't know if you've seen like what the team has planned later on, right? Like with the vetted, with all that kind of stuff. And what, do you think that this is a good direction to take this protocol in?
So for a bit of a lowdown there, vetted by Europa is a new enhanced KYC and doxing offering that we're going to be putting out real soon, and it's the first that we know of anyway, KYC offering that kind of has consequences at the core of its being. So you see at the minute, especially in the space that we're in, right, where you've got a few good actors, but they're few and far between, aren't they? At the end of the day, we've got rugs left, right, and centre. People taking millions and millions and millions of liquidity out of the market, which is ultimately bad for everyone, right? We've got KYC offerings out there, but it's all just a little bit clunky. And these people rug and they take $1 million, and that's the last we ever hear of it. I mean, while something might be going on in the back end, who are we to know? So Vetted is seeking to switch that up entirely and bring some pretty nasty consequences to people that are acting bad in the space. Now, it's not all bad. It's not all bad. Because people that are part of Vetted, we're all a big family. We're all a big family. We work together. We make a little bit of money together. And yeah, there'll be room for us all to work together a little bit more in the future, I should hope and I should think. But yeah, what's your general thoughts on that at the minute? Do you think KYC is an important or an integral factor in the space that we're in, or do you think it's just a bit of wash? And I'll take an honest answer on this as well. I really will. I can edit it out later. You see.
Do you want to go first, Marta, with this one?
I think it's a tricky one. I mean, I suppose everybody is entitled to their privacy. So I don't think, it's probably the idea of it is very noble, and I understand why it's happening. But yeah, that's just something I'm trying to think, we are sharing so much data about ourselves already. Social media knows everything about us. I was talking to somebody about, I don't know, I couldn't sleep one night, and like a day later I was getting ads for like sleeping pills and whatever, how to elevate, like, Zen, all those things. Like, so whether we volunteer for it or not, we're being observed, we're being heard. And in terms of obviously crypto, your finances and all that, there has to be a sense of security. But I'm not 100% is like giving everything unless on the other end there is some sort of a promise, that. But then again, hacks can happen, your database can be also exploited. Apparently we were sharing things with Facebook that they were never going to share with nobody, but the information was being sold and allegedly stuff. So yeah, it is a tricky one. There is room to definitely, teething problems there, teething issues that would have to be ironed out. You won't be able to please everybody.
Ultimately, I'll take that one. So, LOC, your thoughts and opinions?
Well, if you guys are kind of bringing out a new protocol kind of around this, I think that anything new that can potentially improve the space is definitely worth a go. I think there's kind of a very 50-50 opinions about this. So like Marta is saying with regards to privacy, privacy is kind of, in my opinion, quite a hot topic in crypto at the moment. So crypto is very narrative driven. There's been a lot of talk of kind of government overreach and people kind of losing general privacy with regards to finances, really. But at the same time, being able to use that as some form of deterrent for people who are trying to like screw people over and who are literally, involved with rugs and stuff like that, there just needs to be some kind of maybe in between balance of that. So I'll be interested to see what you guys roll out really and how that does go.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. I mean, privacy is an absolute fundamental human right, in my opinion, anyway. I don't like anyone knowing any of my info, be that people that you meet on the street or, to an extent, banks, everyone. Is a lot of your financial information should be kept to yourself. But the argument there, I suppose, if you're stealing millions of dollars of other people's money, then perhaps privacy isn't a right for you. But
exactly.
we'll get into that later on anyway. We'll get into that later on in a few weeks when we release the protocol, eh? So I was really hoping to get you guys on for a game of Lightspeed today, but unfortunately, it's not quite ready yet. So the game's been completed, absolutely sorted, but we've got a little leaderboard coming because we'll be doing like a daily and a weekly leaderboard where you have a little chance to win some orbit and that kind of stuff. So perhaps if we've got some time later in the week, we might be able to jump on for 10 minutes and have some games of Lightspeed.
Oh yeah, because I need to kick your ass this time, guys.
Whose ass?
The blue team talk to me like that, honestly.
Yeah, man. You can't do that.
I'm not going to settle for this. No way.
Well, it's on, baby. It's on.
Yes.
So I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up later in the week for that. But like I said, I like to keep it short and sweet. And I thank you both for your time today. You've been absolutely diamond-dillions. But I would like to leave on a little note: 3 tokens or 3 coins or 3 projects to keep an eye on for the remainder of this year. If we get bull again, and if not, for the next bull. Where are you aligned? What are you looking at?
Well, Can I be cheeky? Instead of giving 3 projects, I want to give like a kind of a topic area in crypto.
She's always difficult, this one, but yeah, go on.
Sorry. So if you look back in kind of 2021, it was very kind of metaverse, gaming cryptos and things like that.
Yeah.
You got into that early, you know, you made some serious money, and there was so much hype around it. And then that became kind of oversaturated, and kind of, I think at this point, only the kind of real gems, the really good projects will survive. I think, in my opinion, the next big topic that if you get into early, you're going to make serious money is move to earn. And I don't know how familiar you are with this. So you basically, how it works generally is you exercise, move, walk, run, and you make money by doing that. So a project I got into not too long ago was Steppen, and basically I earn money by taking my dog for a walk, by going for a run, and it's done absolutely incredible. And there's so many copycats coming out of the works now. I think that, you know, we could basically see the metaverse and gaming side, but this move to earn for 2022. So I would say, do your research, make sure you're finding the right projects, not just the copycats that are trying to just replicate things that are already being done. Do your fundamentals, you know, have a really deep dive into something, because I think there could be some amazing gems that are incoming.
Absolutely. I did actually see your post on that. I think you went for a run and earned around $150. Is that about right?
I think it was 130, but yeah, like, it's just unbelievable. Yeah. Unbelievable. Like, you know, and I can do that every single day.
Yeah, and I imagine that's something that you were going to do anyway, eh? And you just
yeah.
make it a little bit on top. What's not to love? If anyone's bringing out a project where you make money by lifting this guy, you let me know. All right, you let me know. What about you, Mara? Have you got an area that you're focusing on in particular, or a project, or a token, or anything of the sort?
My 3 pop insurance. That's be a big one. And if you know me, if you follow me, if you don't, 100% look into this. Unare. That's number 1 for me. I think it's so undervalued, and it's gonna have to get more attention eventually. Yeah, like they're not only insuring projects, but they're insuring individuals and expanding their network to more assets as they go along. Amazing project. Another one is Telos. If that's blockchain that is basically giving all other blockchains a run for its money. And I have to say, and I mean it in very good faith, I think there isn't enough of decent, good passive income node projects. And my 3rd one is, alongside yourselves, guys, Apex. So there always has to be back ways of earning money. Passive income is going to be the way, and if they're done right, they're going to bring you a lot of peace of mind, and it's the way to go.
Cool. Well, I'm in a bit of a strop now, so thanks for that. No, very, very, very good suggestions. I'm just a bit hurt that nobody said Orbit, but here we are. Eh? Well, you two have been an absolute delight. Thank you very, very much. I'm gonna get back to my normal attire now and get out of this horrible t-shirt. I feel all claustrophobic. So yeah. Thank you very much, ladies, and we'll see you around in the crypto sphere, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Cheers.
See ya.
Thank you both.
Bye.